Good afternoon, traders. It's quarter to four London time on Wednesday, 15th of September. Just want to run through what we got up to this morning with the market, the opportunity we've had, and the trades that we've taken. So, market's still trading, by the way, but I'll finish for the morning. I'm going to come back later on when the volume starts to pick up and see if there's any opportunities. Pretty much a strong move from the open. We pushed down pretty quickly from the open, paused a little bit, and I got short on that tape move there. I'm just looking at my notes now. Yeah, I got short on there. We got most of the position away, 75% of it away for 10 plus 10 ticks. Held on to some of it. It then started to pull back, and we ended up taking a 3 tick loss on the second batch. Sorry, on the last quarter. So a good little trade that, but we just didn't get that follow through. I was looking for the 10,400, which was the overnight low, as a target. We didn't get it in reverse pretty sharply, so we're quick to come out on that one. We didn't want to get caught out on a reversal. The market then pushed up. It looked as if we were going to start to rally higher at this point. Actually, we just started to pause here, but it wasn't to be, and we just pulled lower, and then we started to push the lower end of the range with some low ticks, and I took a short this level here. We pushed on the pullback, on the little pullback, not on the first push, so it didn't go my way at all, and it came away. Didn't quite stop me out. My stop was the 15 tick level, and it pushed back lower again. Tried to go through, it didn't go through. Pulled back up, and I ended up taking a small loss on that trade. So we didn't want to found like we were getting a bit caught up in this chop here. We had a great trade in the morning, which didn't run on for us, and took a small stop on this. Although we had taken a fair bit of heat on that, and got close to being stopped out fully on that position. Um, but then I came to see that we'd actually tested twice now at this low, and both times we'd had some good tails put in. This move up here had really sort of shown. If you're looking back on it now with a fresh pair of eyes, you can see really how the strength was relatively clear on that. I'll just clear the pen away. So I ended up, as we'd pushed lower here and failed here and pushed, and actually because the ticks were quite low, and we'd push back up. We're getting some conflicting readings here because the ticks hadn't pushed higher, but we started to push up here, and we got this higher tick reading here, which pushed us to above the zero, which I sort of gauge as a change in sentiment really, and there was an obvious level for a stop. So I went pretty heavy long here, because the conviction I had was either we were going to tip the 10,400 level, or we were going to fill the gap. Those were the two premises I'd had at the open, which obviously the first premise was to hit the 10,400. We hadn't done that, and the second and third time we still hadn't done that. So if you're thinking what doesn't happen, the opposite tends to happen. A lot of people looking for the follow through on the short weren't quite as quick to get out as we were. They're going to be closing as we push up. So I took a heavy long here. I scaled lots of times. I scaled two batches at 8 ticks, another batch at 10 ticks, two more at 9 ticks, and then I let the last, 5 batches run on, and I took 15, 18, 23, 28, and the last exit was 32 ticks, which was right on this lovely little pop up here. As you can see, the last three scales were really as we were coming towards this gap, and the last one was just on that high tick reading, and a little bit of luck as well, just getting the pop on that candle. So that was by far the best trade of the morning, and set us up for the day really. But so I was still in this bullish mode. I wasn't going to sit back yet. All out of the position there, so we got that good chunk. But then we started to pull back and consolidate here, and we just started to show a little bit of support around this level, and you can see out this rising trend line here. Ticks have pulled back to zero, and my filling on those. Although we had come up to resistance level, we'd still got that upper level of the overnight high and the 10490 level from yesterday and the day before, which was on my chart. So as we pull back in, we put in this little candle here. I just decided, okay, this is worth a little long, and just took a half position long there, and my stop was going to be below this trend line here, so really low risk. We got the pop up, great. We did push up. I took, looking at my notes here, 6 scales on that, probably a little bit too many. I took 2 at 8 ticks, 1 at 10 ticks, 1 at 15 ticks, which was just here. And then as we just failed and we came back here, I thought, okay, that looks double topish, and took the last 2 out at 10, plus 10 and plus 9. Disappointing really with that, because we did push up and get my final target. Actually, this was my final target here, and we also ended up pushing this resistance level here, so a bit disappointed on that, but not a wasted opportunity, as we did this high tick and we come so far. I took a small, very small short right at this level here, just on that high tick, that second push, and I was looking for an unwind. Went against me slightly and they pushed one more time, but we got this tick divergence. Didn't add to it because of the bullish nature and because you're swimming against the tide of it, taking shorts. We got our push down, tested this trend line, and all out for a 10 tick profit. So that's us done. That's us done for the morning session anyway. We'll watch this market now and just see if it can carry on pushing higher. Maybe it will consolidate up here. I'll be interested if we do start to drift down and test the midpoint and the VWAP level. Be interested to see what happens there. Obviously, it depends on the volume and the context, but the volume is drying up a bit now, so we'll wait till that picks up again, come back and see what's about. So good trading, guys. Hope you got the end of some of that move. If not, be patient. There'll have plenty more action later in the day.